It is done. The demon that would tear our house apart is no more. Father.
The Mother Crystal. It's collapsing.
Right. We need to leave. No. Wait. I owe him a debt. Fine.
You there. What section?
Don't reinforce the walls.
Situation.
Report, Captain.
Can nothing be done to call them off?
I regret not, Your Radiance. The Dragoons answer to none but His Imperial Highness. The Council is powerless to intervene.
We're hearing reports of rebel
Madness is this, Dion.
throughout the neighboring districts.
Focus all efforts on extinguishing the fires around the capital. The city can wait. Don't dally, man. Go!
Your Radiance.
And I want you to find out our next move.
By the light. Dion. Have you taken leave of your senses? Call off the Dragoons at once.
Fear not. The populace will come to no harm at their hands. I am here to save you, Father.
Save me?
A creeping darkness hides in the heart of Sanbreque. It stems from your wife, the traitorous Annabella.
Not another word, Dion.
Father, though you may not see it, the darkness has taken hold of you. It has made you forget yourself. But I bid you remember, there was a time when you ruled not with cruelty, but with compassion. Why now do you turn your back on your people? Why now do you seek to stoke the fires of war? You too have borne witness to this change, Your Eminences. And you know, as well as I, who is responsible for it. A puppet now sits upon the throne, but cut his strings, and the master loses the power!
What?
Dion, you bear steel before your Emperor? Guards! Take him!
For every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. Those were your words. But when the last of your citizens has fallen, and all of their homes have been reduced to ash, what will become of your empire, of its rulers, of your god? As the Mother Crystals crumble one by one, and the Blight sweeps in to claim all that we hold dear, our people look to their Emperor for protection. Yet he labors not to secure their futures, but to seize what is left of the twins for himself! Even if it should come at the cost of everything his loyal citizens have labored to build!
Dion, you must understand.
A small price to pay, is it not? You've been blessed with great power, Dion. Enough to win me the world. So go. Claim Valisthea for me, brother.
Dion.
Gods! Gods!
Father.
Poor father. How he doted on his children. That he would die to protect me was plain. It was but a matter of when.
You planned this?
You did well to endure so long. But you broke in the end, as I knew you would. And now Muthos approaches. Put him to the proof. I would see if he breaks. Go, Bahamut. Kinslayer.
Not again.
Brother?
It's a long story.
You cannot stay here, Mother. Come. Take my hand.
Get away from me! This is all just a dream, just a bad dream! You will not take me, Shadow! You will not take me!
Mother.
If it is consciousness that weaves your wills together, consciousness that blurs the boundary between your own will and that of others, then we shall set you apart once more. The ties that bind you shall be severed, and humanity return to its proper place. By primogenesis shall a new age of reason begin.
Relax.
Your Majesty. Don't you want to play? It's been a long time.
If that is your wish.
Men, you are as meek as all the others.
Such feeble creatures. Gifted the power of icons, yet slaves to fickle emotions which usher you to your doom. And so you bind your fragile wills with strands of consciousness.
The wretched handiwork of a wretched people.
The sons of fire were united at last, and for but a moment, their flame burned bright. Soon, Muthos shall become our perfect vessel.
And then shall the world be remade.
Not before the bonds are severed, of trust, of respect, of love. Only when every strand of consciousness is cut away, may Muthos return to our side. By primogenesis shall all be undone. Mankind shall be rid of his wretchedness, and Muthos of his will. But while he yet clings to it, he has the power to forge bonds anew. And so we bid you, find Muthos, and sever every one.
To destroy that which has no physical form. You ask the impossible.
There is nothing your black blade cannot cut, Odin. We shall unite with Muthos, and bring forth a new world. So long as our vessel remains unclaimed by humanity.
It shall be done, Master. My will is yours. Mother.
How is your brother?
Asleep since I returned from the Dominion. Taya says he should be back on his feet soon enough. For a while, at least. She discovered something on his chest. A swelling, circled in stone.
The curse. For every mountain we climb, another rises up to greet us, doesn't it?
It's never ending. Even the sky seems to have grown tired of it all. Tony won't be happy if I disturb Joshua. While he rests, I might as well see what Otto has to say.
Still alive, are you? The whole realm's in chaos. But as the old saying goes... Coin purse weighing you down? You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. I reckon I can find a buyer. Is that all?
Trouble with your gear, or... Not saying falling, do you? No scratches, all right? That it? Fine.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
What are you making them skies then?
Yellow and as well.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? I'm sorry to drag you into this. It's just I couldn't think who else to ask. Quick look. Think you can help?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Otto.
The realm? As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her sky. He's with your uncle in the Free Cities. Help send an owl their way the moment the winds turn foul.
Do you have any...
Well, that depends on your definition of...
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just the messenger. I leave the scheming to those most. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the currents. Could be that they don't.
I suppose not.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate? No one could have...
I'm sorry I couldn't.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break...
I hope so.
Look at us. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find...
You believe there's one to be...
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to fight.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who...
Which is only ever going to end...
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is... But pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an arm. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be...
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to. And on the 6th day, did the gods tear the sun from the firmament? But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of...
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with.
There is nothing divine about it.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said now. Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost... Had I the journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear you will forgive me.
Certainly not. Even without this journal, you provided us ample wisdom. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. I only hope the bones of an elder antelope. If not, we may have to set... I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you. What subject shall we consider today?
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one?
Oh, it would. As we had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Akashic out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up his...
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided.
When it rained, it fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of it. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make... Which means... Jill and I...
Let them know we're on our way.
Fucking thieving bastards.
Sid. Should I be worried?
Jill. Clive.
All lies.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a
Indeed. Although, you're a little late.
Any idea where they...
The desert's a big place. But the fact is...
What did you say to me? What did...
Ah, as if by mag... Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's... And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our... I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the...
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the... And you cannot fill empty bellies with that.
But what happens when they come back?
That's enough. Any more of this and I'll throw you. Come back when you're ready.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid.
I was about to ask you the same.
Costness is in chaos. And the market, the Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil, is the only place I can rely on. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be a...
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason, these are cursed skies. The dark or an entire city for...
We're still working on the skies. Perhaps we can find a solution to...
I hope so.
Haven't we had enough fighting?
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track.
My reputation will be ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac.
Pardon the...
Out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed.
Please. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests.
Radim!
Very good. Would you mind stepping outside?
I'm sorry if I've caused you...
That? No. That's just how his lordship... He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a...
I don't suppose a certain blade was among them. A single-edged sword.
Ah, you...
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be in.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves...
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's every ill-gotten coin in Dalamil is said to pass through that
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence. And arrange...
That will be very kind.
Farewell.
So,
what I could have left to smolder. That anger and fear.
My thoughts... Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods. If only they could agree.
And if there's one thing bandits like...
What would Sid the Owl...
Well, he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for...
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance, it may still be possible to make them before presenting them with a...
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves.
When all that fear and anger can be...
It appears we have a plan of... Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking.
Play along.
What he means to say...
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here, Natalie. Allow me to introduce Lord
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough.
Indeed, certain. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley, and... why, it is only a matter of time before the
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, and while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure... If our humble town is to endure not only this...
All right, if it will. But you needn't have gone through this.
Thank you, Clive.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good. Merely that it... Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and...
It appears I have no choice but to do what...
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is, Conrad. May I introduce you to Jane?
A pleasure.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from
Victor says you told that there aren't any men left to
True as the crystals, nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just... You know of the 7 high houses? There must be 2 swords. Granted, we have a few boys left.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamel's finest cannot defend this town better than a gap that a band of beardless youths could better avenge?
Absolutely. We'll show those bastards.
I can't believe that, actually.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest, and there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Good news. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat with time. They may...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury.
I take it your scouts found...
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It all...
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole...
I have a favor. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups. One from the south and one from the desert. In a move, doubtless, intended to stretch our already...
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert.
The rest, my friend, the city shall... Mistakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite...
That is a lot of faith to put into those who have...
Then it will be for us to see that...
I thought you...
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do...
No women folk can come to blackness.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
The townspeople.
I don't hear any fighting.
That we should hurry.
Natalie, you did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you...
Without you, there would have been no... You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors... The plan worked. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quit? We are united. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably...
I'll take that as a...
Run like the wind.
Time to fight. Thanks, Gal. Nice try.
Got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
This must be ignorant. Nothing seems to... All right.
I hear I have you to thank. What shall I call?
Wyvern.
A formidable... Well, Wyvern? Redeem here tells me...
A few moments of your time.
You're a peculiar...
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain...
Oh, Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hand. It was made in the Outer Isles and is used exclusively by the practitioner. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack. There's a brutal sort of beauty.
But how do they hone such an...
Why, they use wet stones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then... But it is the final stone which lends the blade a mineral quite foreign to this great... And that is the key. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to service. Take this. Together, the very stone of which I spoke. Far rarer among collectors than even the and a far more fit.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However...
I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector. I am one step ahead of the
And there are many other.
Too many to count. But only one do I consider my, and is a perennial thorn in my...
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern, may our paths cross... Radim! We must...
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Coming, my lordship.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interest. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes.
Thanks for not leaving me in the Dominion. If you hadn't come back...
Sorry for the... And hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword?
I did better than... Yes.
No wonder I couldn't get a sight. One hit and all. Might not be so bad if all you ever fought. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last number.
Even so, is there...
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade, but there'd be no replacing this little rock once I wanted it. I reckon we get a dozen swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly. And that was that. No point trying to copy that thing. Be about finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Just imagine it. Good Valesthians. I won't make a copy, nah.
I'm sure the curse just...
Don't you worry about me, son. I've been working day and night since I was half your age. Hey, I owe you one. August 2.
You'll be happy to hear you say...
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new... You come and find me when you've got the material.
Right.
What do you want? That it? Fine.
Did you see the pair that got pulled into the...
Did you see that?
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Clive. Anything catch your eye?
What's happened?
Pardon me, but would you happen to be a fighting man, perchance?